This is the continuation of how I construct a bag. So the last video, oh, I forgot to put the binding on it. Okay, so before I sew this. Okay, so now what I did was, let me go here. This is the top. I folded it over and I put a double-sided tape on it and I pressed it to make a nice crease. Now I'm going to run a stitch all along here just to reinforce it. As far as the front, the pocket, I made a little cute bow, but I'm not sure if I like the bow. I may take it out because I don't like this part here. So again, you know, the quilter's saying is measure twice, cut once. So I don't like the way the edging came out. You see, it's because I didn't fold it under and I didn't, finish the seam off. But this is the pocket, so I'm going to take this off. But I also made the handles. Now, I measured them, and what I'm doing is what I'm doing is a corner. So I think it's like 3.5 inches wide, and I didn't have enough length all the way through. So when you do this, you cut it here, or you measure it, and it's got to be end to end, okay? And then when you sew it, when I sew my 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then I open it up, it's one straight binding, okay? Actually the quilters use this when they're doing binding. So, but I need it to be done for the straps, and then after I sew this, I'm going to put the batting or the pellon underneath it to give it some texture. And it's going to be this one. It's a little bit firm. So this way the handle has, the straps are not flimsy. Okay? So when I do that, I'll continue the next video. I'm doing the handles now, and this one is finished. And all I have to do is run a stitch here, and then a stitch over here. All right, and so this is the outside of the strap, and this would be the inside. So you're going to run really close here, a stitch, and now I'm doing the other one. So I used I think I told you before, I used the fusing tape, but this is the Heat and Bond, and it's double-sided, and it works great. So if you are looking for a better tape, double-sided, use the Heat and Bond. And I use it on a dry iron. I don't use the steam, and it takes a little bit of time. So I'm folding all this down, heat and bonding it, and I'll show you the next step. I finished the straps, and now I have my foot on that has the guide. I forgot the name of this foot. Yeah, here it is. I don't know. Can you see better if I shut the lights off? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so you see the foot? It has that guide on it, and that guide I run on the seam. And it gives me, I move my needle over to the left. And I'm going to do this. I got to do this, the straps. And then I did the seam already on the top of this, the bags, the 2 panels. And then I have to run a whole seam along this. Because on what I did is I did a shortcut. And I already sewed this part on. So it's stationary. Okay. And now I'm going to run another seam following this seam all the way around, and then I'm going to put the straps on, and then I got to put the clasps on the lining. So I'll show you the next video when I finish this. I sewed this inside. My husband again thinks I'm talking to him. He doesn't know I'm making a video. Okay, so I sewed the inside, and I sewed a seam 1/4 inch here. Okay, the straps are done, and now I'm going to do the lining. And what I'm doing is I'm using you know, the one to under, and I'm sealing this down, and I'm giving it steam so that the glue on the one to under, and I've already marked it over here. I marked it here where I'm going to put the magnetic closure, and then I'll show you the next step when I do the magnetic closure. What did I do? Oh, I also took this off. I took the bow off of here. I didn't like it, and I just gave it a nice stitch, and I lengthened the length. Instead of being 2.5, I made it 3.0, and I went all around just to seal it, because this is going to be the pocket. One pocket on the inside of this, you know, of the lining, and then this is another pocket that I had. I sewed this. I have to sew around here now. So I'm going to make 2 different pockets on the inside. I don't know. Or maybe I should make the same ones. I don't like to make double, you know, duplicate. I like to have different things. And now I'm also going to make a clasp for the, so that you can hang your phone or whatever on it. Okay, so that's this step. Let me shut this off so you can see better. All right, I just sewed. I don't know, can you see better? Nah, it's glaring. Okay, so I just, I made a double seam here, and I put the pocket on. So I got to work the other side. I put a seam along the top, and then I'm going to put the clasp on it, and then I'll show you the next step.